How do you remove emotion from ultra volatile meme stocks or stock trading in general? I'm going to tell you. My name is Kenneth and I've been trading stocks for the last 14 years and I'm fully self-taught. And one of the hardest things to overcome is emotion when it comes to trading. For example, cutting losses is really difficult to do. You think, this is a good stock, I researched it, I'm going to buy it, and then it starts going down. New traders will sit there going, no, it can't go down. I researched it. I picked this. It has to go up. Experienced traders go, all right, I put in all this work. It didn't work. Sell it. They cut their losses and they move on to the next trade. Now, they might sell their stock at a 3% loss, 5%, 7%. Every stock trader is different. I'd say the average is around 5%. So if you were to look at a stock trader and say, hey, what are your profits percentage-wise? Oh, 5%, 12%, 19%, 8%. They're all over the map. Okay, well, what are your losses? 5%, 5%, 5%, 5%. They keep it the same all the time to limit the risk. With the rise of meme stocks, it's a lot harder because a lot of the people who are coming into the market have never been in the markets before. They've never even traded a stock. They don't even know the difference between trading and investing. They hear some smooth-talking guy on TikTok standing in front of a Lamborghini with a handful of cash in his hand saying, this stock is going to go to the moon, and they believe that guy because, well, Lamborghini. Handful of cash. This guy's rich. He obviously knows what he's talking about. They're not aware of all the stuff that's going on behind the scenes, like pump and dump schemes. And yeah, there's always potentially some sort of short squeeze element mixed in. They listen to the guys who have the tons of money saying, hey, I get it. Life is hard. Everything is expensive. This stock is going to change your life. And people fall for it. It's easy to see why people fall for this stuff, right? When rent is what it is, no one can afford a home, groceries are expensive, inflation is out of control, cars are going up in price, Chipotle is raising their prices like crazy and cutting down on their portions. I get the mindset of, oh man, I hope this stock is my ticket out of here. But usually it goes against a lot of traders, most traders, especially the new ones. How do you remove emotion from the equation, especially if you're new? One thing that you have to remind yourself of is you're here to make some of the money, not all of it. The second is to be really careful who you trust, because there's going to be a handful of really sleazy people on apps like this telling you, oh, this stock is going to go to $10, $50, $100. But they know it's not. Even they know it's not. It's a pump and dump. They're going to force you or convince you or manipulate you to continue to hold your shares while they're in the background selling their shares. Then they come out and they make videos going, no, buy as much as you can, keep buying, it's going higher, it's going higher. We're a family here, it's a group. We all look out for each other. They don't give a shit about you, right? They might buy 100,000 shares and it surges in price and they sell half. And then the other half, they're just gonna YOLO. Well, we'll see what it does, we'll see where it goes. And they'll come out and say, don't sell it yet. It's $3.90, but it's going to $5, it's going to $10, it's going to $100. And in their mind, they're thinking, if this thing hits $8, I'm out of here. You also have to have realistic expectations here. Most of these meme stocks and penny stocks don't do what AMC and GameStop did. Most of them, if you look at their charts, I'll show you right now. This is the chart for Barnes & Noble, and you can see straight up, right back down. This is that crown one that everyone was talking about. Straight up, straight down. This is the G-Wave one that everyone is also leaving comments on my video about. Straight up, straight down. This is the chart for FFIE, the most popular of the group. Straight up, right back down. These charts were identical because a large aspect of what's happening here is a pump and dump. So even the people who are on platforms like TikTok saying, buy it, it's going higher, are using and manipulating their audience to get you to bag hold for them. You hold the stock at $390 and they're out at $390. One of the things that I do as a stock trader is I don't fall victim to hype and hysteria stocks like these meme stocks. And if I did, I would have a plan to get in and out very quickly. Like I said a second ago, my goal is to make some of the money, not all of it. If I go in and I buy 10,000 shares and it goes up dramatically, I might sell 8,000. Take my profit and let the other 2,000 just hang out and we'll see what it does for funsies. But I am not the type of person who goes all in and holds every little bit. I got bills to pay. A second thing that I do when I'm trading serious stocks, like the stuff that I typically trade, is I use support and resistance, so I know generally, I have a loose idea of when I'm going to get in and when I'm going to get out. And if the stock goes higher than that, it doesn't matter to me because I had an expectation. I'm going to buy it here and I'm going to sell it here and I'm going to make the money that I need to make on the trade. Here's an example. So this is the chart for Funko, and one of the things that I do is I trade support and resistance. So you can see here that it's around $8.12, and up here it's around $8.50. So that's like a 38-cent difference in the stock. So if I buy it here, I'm thinking I'm going to sell it somewhere at the top of this resistance level. And I can do this as long as it bounces back and forth in this range in perpetuity. I could trade this thing over and over. Now, if something like this happens where it's in a range, and then it breaks out, inexperienced traders might go, oh my God, I have to buy it right here because it's going to go. Not me. I'm going to sit there and I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to wait for this thing to level out, which means, yes, I might have missed this whole thing. It doesn't matter to me because that's not the kind of trades I like to make. I like trading in ranges. There might be better charts out there and there might be better examples, but this just gives you a loose idea of what I'm talking about. So that's kind of how I trade and how I remove emotion from things. I remind myself I'm not here to make all the money. That old quote of nobody ever went broke taking a profit. I know it's hard if you sell your stock and then it continues to go higher. And that's why sometimes it's an option to leave a little bit on the table, just in case. You never know what's going to happen. I did that with AMC. I had thousands of shares back during their very first meme run, short squeeze, whatever. I had thousands of shares. The stock hit around, I bought it at around $2 or $3. I sold most of it at 50. It ended up going to 72 or something and went higher before dumping all the way back down to where it is now at around $4. But I sold almost my entire position at around 50-ish. And then I kept like 100 shares. And I said, let's just see what happens here. Because you never know. So one option is always just keep a little bit. You don't ever have to sell your whole position. I know this is a long video. It's over 7 minutes long. But most importantly, please be careful who you trust on this app. You can go on their page, scroll past the 90 videos they've made about FFIE or whatever penny stock they're hyping, and you'll find videos of them with piles of money and Lamborghinis telling you if you buy their $500 course, you could become a CEO. That should tell you everything you need to know about trusting people like that. All right, thanks for watching. Have a good day. Don't forget to smash that follow.